Okay, I am live on Facebook and YouTube, and I am live on the TikTok. Yay! Hey, everybody, welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in, say hello. It's going to be a little weird because I have to look up at the camera and look down at TikTok. But I promise you, I'm paying everybody attention today. Okay, everybody gets attention, everybody gets a hello, everybody gets some love. Sending love to everyone. Happy Sunday. Hope everyone has had a beautiful Sunday or is having a beautiful Sunday because the day's not over, right? Just because daylight savings or whatever this is, the time has us thinking that it's like way later than it really is. But hello, it is me, Reiki Master Allison, and I am here today as promised. We got some stuff to talk about. Yes, we do, because there's some exciting things happening this week. And I wanted to share it with all of you and let you know what's happening with me. So before I jump in, I want to pull us all a card to set the tone, to set the mood, and everything else. So again, just come on into the room, say hello. I promise I won't bite. Um, I'm really pretty good about that, even though I am a Leo. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pull us a card. And I'm actually going to pull from Secrets of the Ancestor by Abiola Abrams. I absolutely, positively love this deck so much. I love this deck so, so much. So I'm going to pull one for the collective just to get us rocking and rolling, get us going, and everything else. So everybody set your intentions this way for whatever the message is for the collective. Let's set the tone for not just tonight, but for the rest of this week. What is a message that we all need to start this week off right? Hmm. Everybody, let's just take a deep breath. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Let's do another. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. And let's do one more. Why not? Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Whew. All right, let's get these cards shuffled duffled. And we will get it on with the get it on of tonight's information, message, etc. Everybody that's on YouTube and Facebook, you can come in and say hello. Everybody that's on TikTok, come in and say hello. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the hearts on the TikTok. All right, let's see what we got for the collective, y'all. Ooh, the shadows. I'm going to pull that closer to TikTok. The shadows, closer to YouTube and Facebook. The shadow. The trials and tribulations. The ironic thing about this is right now we're living in a climate that is not short of that, right? Trials and tribulations. What's interesting about pulling this card is the fact that what we tend to forget is that those trials and tribulations have a purpose. Okay. It's not to break us. It's really not. Those trials and tribulations are not there to break us, even though it feels like that, right? It feels like we're being broken all the way down. And sometimes we are being broken down, because sometimes we get a little big for our britches and spirit got to, whip us right in shape to remind us of who we are and whose we are. And we also need that reminder that trouble don't last. It doesn't. Um, we tend to get stuck in our trials and tribulations. And our trials and tribulations are our story to tell. Because from your trials and tribulations comes another T word, and that is testimony. So from your trials and tribulations, you now have a testimony because you made it through. And once you've made it through, then you can go and tell your story to other people and let them know, hey, I made it through and you're going to make it through too. I made it through and you can make it through too. We are to use our trials and tribulations to encourage, inspire, motivate, right? To other people. You know, our story is not just for ourselves. It's to show the people who aren't there yet that it can be done. Somebody type into the comments, I'm not done yet. Because you're not. Your trials and tribulations are not going to take you out. Type that into the comments. I'm not done yet. I want to see it in the comments right now. Do it. I'm not done yet. Because your trials and tribulations are not here, again, to break you. They are here to be that experience, that wisdom that you will later be able to share with other people. So that's a good card. I want to see what her declaration is because I love that she puts like affirmations and declarations with each of the cards. And I just want to see. I just want to see what it is. This is a good one. I am willing to feel and release my fears and doubts. I'm going to say that one more time because we need to do that. I am willing to feel and release my fears and doubts. I am willing to feel and release my fears and doubts. And that is what it's about. It's not being afraid to feel. The trials and tribulations are there to get you to feel your feelings. Because a lot of times we don't want to feel our feelings. We want to put this wall up and keep this wall up and be numb. So we don't have to feel our feelings. We don't have to deal with our feelings. But I need you, and you know who you are. I am willing to feel and release my fears and doubts. So I am grateful for that message. Thank you from whoever what that was on Facebook that gave me a thumbs up and not a heart, but I'm not judging. I'm not judging. So yeah. Okay, so let's talk about why we're here. Let's talk about why we're here. All right. This is so weird looking at my phone this way and the camera up here. So I'm all over the place, it feels like. But it's good. So on YouTube and Facebook, the title of this, I said, Big Things Poppin'. And when I was putting this together, I was thinking of that song by T.I., Big Things Poppin', A Little Thing Stoppin'. Big things popping, a little thing stopping. And I'm not the biggest T.I. fan, but hey, some of his songs I really do like and resonate with. So there are big things popping in my life, and I'm very excited about them. So first and foremost, you will now be able to call me a published author. Yes, a published writer, because my first book is now being published as we speak. The Kindle version is available now for pre-order. The name of the book is Starting Over at 40, My Sacred journey of self-discovery, empowerment, and self-love. That is my story. This is my story. This is my song, telling you all my story of me starting over at 40. And this has been truly a labor of love. There's been so much, oh my God, y'all, so much resistance in me in writing it, and not in the fact that I feel like it's not supposed to be told, but the resistance coming from a place of the fears and doubts of, like this card says, which was why I found it so ironic, because there were so many fears and doubts, and still fears and doubts in my mind, in my body, about my book. I'm proud of my book. I'm happy about it. But the weird thing is when I hit publish, I didn't feel as excited as I thought I would. I think it was just more of my typical overthinking, right? My overthinking, my judging myself. Hello, gorgeous. Hi, Alicia. How are you, goddess? On Facebook. Just me judging myself, just me being a perfectionist, knowing good and hell well that I can't I can't allow myself to go there. But once that settled, I began to feel excitement again. So now I'm back at excitement because the book is published. So you can go and get your Kindle version right now and get the pre-order. The book actually will go live on the 13th of December. So again, you can pre-order your copy now. If you don't rock with Kindle or don't have a Kindle or whatever, the printed version will launch the week after, which will be December 20th. So if you want to do both, I won't turn that down. Okay. But just know, if you go to, if you're watching this on YouTube, the link for the pre-order is in the description of this video. If you're on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, any of the social media sites, you got to go to the link in my bio. It's going to be the very first link up top. Of course it is, where you can do your pre-order of the book. And I'm going to be doing more like lives as I do this pre-launch to talk more about the book, what the book is about, how I came up with this book, etc. So there's more that's coming. And there's also another book that's coming to go with that book. So it's a 2-book series. So I'm really, really excited, very excited, very nervous, but very excited. So, yep, that's the big news. That's it. Whoop, there it is. But that's not all I want to share. The next thing is, this week, of course, is the week of Thanksgiving, Black Friday. And what I typically do for Black Friday is I have what I call Black Girl Magic Friday. Because, of course, I'm the Black girl who is magical. And so I'm sharing my magic with you. So this time it was just a little different with all that's going on in the world and everything. I was like, I really just need to be not just talking about the Black girl magic that obviously I have, but I just wanted it to be just Black Friday week. So yeah, starting tomorrow. Starting tomorrow, you can get in where you fit in with some savings up to 70% off on my courses and services. So for instance, as far as my courses are concerned, I've got Both of my Reiki certification courses are going to be on sale starting tomorrow. Um, as well as my Reikipreneur Business School program is also going to be on sale. Now, I also have some bundles that I put together. I have the bundle where you could say, you know what, I want to go ahead and get all of the Reiki stuff, like the Reiki levels 1 and 2 certification course, the Reiki Master's certification course, and the Reikipreneur Business School, because I know that's the path I'm on and that's what I want to get. Cool, I got you. That's a bundle. So you're basically getting 3 courses for like the price of one of those courses, basically. So there's a lot of savings there, y'all. And then I have the ultimate Reikipreneur bundle, which will include Reiki level 1 and 2, Master, Reikipreneur Business School, the Balance and Flow of the 7 Energy Centers, which is a companion course, as well as Introductory to Oracle Card Reading course that I have. Yeah, did y'all know that I have that at Sacred Pathway Academy? I do. I have a whole course that can help you deepen your skills of being an Oracle card reader. And let's talk a little bit about tarot too, even though tarot is not my lane, but yeah, I'll talk about it. Oh, and also my 30-day digital journal is part of that ultimate bundle as well. So, excuse me, a lot of stuff. That's why I said big things popping, little things stopping. Okay. All right. Now, those are the courses. Now, as far as my services are concerned, I got you. Okay. So, the first one that I want to talk about is distant Reiki healing sessions that you can get buy 2 and get 1 free. So you buy 2 sessions and you'll get 1 session for the free. Ain't that something? That's some savings. I see, I'm telling y'all. I'm trying to save you a little bit of money. Everybody keep talking about, oh, I want to work with you. I don't know how much money, blah, 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 blah. See, I'm trying to help you. So if you've been called to work with me in any capacity, here's your sign. Here's your opportunity. So starting tomorrow, those things will be up and running and ready for your purchase. Hallelujah. So yeah, we got Black Friday week happening. We got my launch of my book. Again, I cannot tell you all how freaking excited I am about this book. And I knew I needed to go ahead and put it out there because guess what? I'm about to be 50. So the starting over at 40 story really needed to hurry up and be told so that I can move on to 50 without having that holding me back energetically. So yeah, I got it published. So again, it's the Kindle version that's on pre-sale right now. Go to the link in my bio, or if you're on YouTube, go to the link in the description and you can go ahead and get your pre-order in for the book. So for all y'all that said, I'm waiting on your book, you ain't gotta wait no more. There it is. And like I said, the printed version, the paperback, will be available on the 20th of December. All right. So thank you for the hearts on Facebook or YouTube. I don't know who did that, but thank you. I think that's Facebook when it's like that. I think YouTube hearts show up differently. So yeah. All right. I'm just letting y'all know how excited I am right now. Just like I'm floating. I'm floating. And the book is really, it's not a long read at all. Let me go, I'll just go ahead and tell you. So originally the book was going to be called Sacred, starting over at 40, My Sacred Journey of Self. It wasn't bad, but as I was writing it, I started feeling like, okay, maybe I need to say a little bit more in the title, because I know how it is as a creative. In my head, it makes perfect sense. But for people who don't live in my head, that might not make sense, because, it's a play on words, because you have, yes, the book title, for Goddess Tonya, who's joining us on YouTube. One of my students, proteges, love you, boo. So it's called Starting Over at 40, My Sacred Journey of Self-Discovery, Empowerment, and Self-Love. Um, that's the name of the book. Originally, it was going to be My Journey of Self, but like I said, y'all don't live in my head. And for some people, that may not have been clear as to what I was talking about. And the reason why I say self is because I talk about self-discovery, self-awareness, self-care, self-love. So those are a lot of the titles in the book, take you into the different sections of the book. There's a lot of self, and I talk about self-sabotage. Oh, do I know about self-sabotage? So I talk about that in the book. It is my prayer and intention that when you read the book, maybe you can find yourself in it, and you can relate to some of the things that I'm talking about in that book. Because when I started my journey, these are some of the things that I did struggle with, and sometimes still struggle with. My self-esteem, my self-worth, my, loving myself, caring about myself, taking care of myself. Those were things that I struggled with. I get really honest about my struggle with depression, and talk about that in the book. I talk about just different parts of this journey, um, because I just felt it was important, not just for people who are in their 40s that are starting over, but anybody that's at any starting over point in your life. When you're, and that's actually, Goddess Janika, that is actually what I put in my book. Self-love is the best love. And one of the, to get you into the self-love section is what I talk about that. But yeah, um, these are things in my journey that I've struggled with, that I still struggle with sometimes. I get on videos and I seem very confident, and I am in a lot of ways. It took a lot of work to get me to this point, to where I can get on camera and just not judge myself the way that I would have maybe 10 years ago. um, to be able to speak in front of a group of people, confidently, and talk about a subject like Reiki, self-love, and things like that. It took a lot, like my coaching clients, sometimes they'll come to me and they think, well, you must have had this together for a long time. Girl, no. Or boy, no. No, no, I haven't. It's been a journey to get to this point, which is why I wanted to write the book, why I wanted to share. I wanted to talk about those things. I could have probably gone so much deeper in the book, but I mean, that book would have been, whoo boy, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pages if I had gone that deep into my life. So I gave you like a glimpse into, went deep on a few things, but I gave you like a glimpse into my life. And then the book that comes after, we're going to go deeper into the spiritual part of the journey. This is more of the self of me figuring things out and learning things, and everything. So, again, it is my sacred intention that you find yourself in the book, that you read it and find something about it that you can relate to. Um, Even though I mainly work with women, I don't think it would be hard for a man to read that book and maybe even find himself in that book. Because if we would all just be honest, the divine feminine and divine masculine is within all of us, to where we all can have those things that we can relate to. Now, yes, there are some things that are, you know, mainly that women experience and mainly that men experience. But again, if we're being honest about, the divine masculine and feminine that's within all of us, we can connect, in a very beautiful way. So that's what I wanted to talk about, y'all. So just to recap, the book, Starting Over at 40, My Sacred Journey of Self-Discovery, Empowerment, and Self-Love, will be available it's actually now available for pre-order, but it launches officially on Kindle on the 13th of December, but you can pre-order it now. Okay. Um, and then Black Friday sales week starts tomorrow. So if you've been wanting to book some Reiki sessions with me, tomorrow you can buy 2 sessions and get 1 free. If you've been wanting to take any of my Reiki certification courses, get in where you fit in, babes. I've got another thing that's coming, but it's going to launch officially on Black Friday, which is, and I'll go ahead and tell you, but in order for you to book it, you got to wait. The My Sacred Year, which is what I do every year, My Sacred Year, but this time it's with a little twist. So you've got 2 options. So listen up. So My Sacred Year, you've got 2 options for this. You can either book a My Sacred Year reading, which is where we will do a reading to recap this year going into the next year. Or option number 2, you can make this a 3-part experience for yourself. So you get to cover all the bases of what I do. We start with a reading. Then in our next session, I give you Reiki. And then in our next session, our last session, we break it down into some coaching. So that way we take what came from the reading, what came from the Reiki session, and we strategize and put together a plan for your year going forward. So it's 2 different versions, but that's not going to be available to book until Black Friday. All right? Because that one is going to be, the sales price is going to be for that one day, no other, because that service is going to stick around until the end of the year, but it's just that Black Friday, you get the savings. That makes sense? Cool. All right, y'all. That is it. That's all I had. I want to talk about the book. Yay, the book. And I want to talk about Black Friday week. Y'all will be seeing more of me because since I am doing this pre-launch of the book, I'm going to be live a lot. I'm going to be posting more videos, posting stuff. You're going to be just like that clip, that sound on TikTok. Prepare to be sick of me. Prepare to be sick of me. So thank you all on Facebook for joining me. Thank you all on YouTube for joining. Thank you all on TikTok for joining. I love you all. Sending you all love. Let's not forget our message today, the shadow. The shadow. Talked about our trials and tribulations. Let me give you that affirmation again, because that affirmation is golden. It says, I am willing to feel and release my fears and doubts. I am willing to feel and release my fears and doubts. Got your marching orders. All right. All right, y'all. Love you. Bye. Bye. Take